What's up, everybody? We are going to do a video on realistic expectations of going on TRT because there is so much bullshit out there, it's unbelievable. If you would just listen to some of these guys on YouTube and them saying they're on TRT, you'd believe that all you need to be one of these open heavyweight bodybuilders is like a 200 milligram a week dose of testosterone. Obviously, this is bullshit. I hope everybody knows this, but I'm going to go through with y'all right now what you can realistically expect from hopping on TRT. So it's going to differ greatly depending on a few different factors. The biggest factor is whether or not you actually need it, right? Are you clinically deficient in testosterone? Would going on TRT bring you up to the normal, levels where we're supposed to be at? If you are deficient, you're going to notice a pretty big difference, right, from going on to test. And the biggest difference is going to be in your mentality. It's not going to be in your physique. You're going to feel more motivated to do things. You'll probably have more energy, feel a little less fatigue. You might even have a desire to engage in physical activity. Sex drive, that as well is going to go up. If you're not clinically deficient in testosterone, you might not notice any difference, right? So let's say you're 18, 19, 20 years old and you have 800 nanogram per deciliter natural testosterone levels. If you go on TRT, there's actually a possibility that you're going to feel worse, okay? Yes, when you're on TRT, you have sustained levels of testosterone throughout 24-hour period. It's not really going dips and troughs like it naturally would. However, if you're producing really high natural levels, again, it's not going to make a big difference. If anything, it might hurt you. So really, guys, don't just hop on TRT because you want to or you think it's going to make you a bodybuilder, because it's not, okay? It's really not. Personally, I suffered from low T for many years, and this was due to poor lifestyle choices growing up. I got involved in a lot of bad things, and basically I fucked my body up. So when I started TRT, man, was it a difference. I felt more motivated, my sex drive came back, everything really changed for the better for me, okay? But this is because I actually needed it, guys, right? I'm much older, I'm not in my 20s, I'm in my 30s. So, it's not the same as, again, some young kid just wanting to go on TRT because I think it's gonna make you a bodybuilder. So when I started at 120 milligrams a week. And, it's not a very high dose, but for me, because I was deficient, this was enough, right? It made a big difference. I noticed more motivation. I wanted to get back in the gym, and, just getting up out of bed in the morning was a lot easier. So in terms of strength and my physique, though, not much really changed, right? With going to the gym on TRT, yes, my physique started to change over time, but immediately there is not really any change. The only change really is that when you hop on testosterone, you're going to start holding glycogen and water a little bit differently in the muscle, just meaning you're going to be able to hold on to a little bit more glycogen, giving the muscle a more fuller look. That's about it. At a TRT dose, this is going to be negligible, though. It's not really noticeable, okay? Really, if you're just deficient and then you go on it, you might notice a small difference. So really, the thing I want to drive home here is that TRT is not going to make you a bodybuilder. It's not even close. This is just a therapeutic, this is something to give someone therapeutic relief from their symptoms of having low T, right? That's really all it's gonna do. A good way to tell if somebody's lying, and there's a lot of these guys out there right now, if they look like they're lean, shredded, full, hard, and dense, ready to step on a bodybuilding stage, but say they're just on TRT, they're lying. They are lying to you, and they're usually doing it for a reason. They either own a TRT clinic, or they said, I don't know, maybe they quit steroids and now they're only doing TRT because of their family, whatever. So they're lying to their family and they're lying to you. So the biggest thing, guys, that's going to determine whether or not you're successful in bodybuilding, unfortunately, is your genetics. You're born with it or you're not. Hopping on TRT is not going to be the deciding factor of whether or not you're going to make it in bodybuilding. Yes, you're going to have to use testosterone if you want to be a legitimate bodybuilder, but not at TRT doses. Peace, guys.